Yo, no then, guys. Sorry, I am very late today. Going live today. Yeah, I literally pressed go live, and then I was like, oh, I haven't had my anti-reflux meds this morning. So yeah, I just had to quickly run and get that. But yeah, welcome, guys. Hello, everybody. Hello. Right, I'm just making sure everything is up and running. Yeah, the game is up and running, guys. I won't be a second. I've just got something I need to quickly check on my PC, and we should be right, I won't be a minute. I just need to have a look at an Ethernet setting, and yeah, I didn't get a chance to go live last night, guys. To be honest with you, I couldn't be bothered. Long story short, I did say evening streams were kind of like an extra. But yeah, I just wasn't. I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. I really wasn't. Right, I'm just double checking something. I've got an Ethernet setting I need to check. Right, that's it. That is disabled. Quick. Oh, lovely. Right, so the next one I just want to check is a control panel. Yeah, well, the game is loaded. Well, I'll tell you what, actually, we can be loading the game in the background while I just double check this setting. Oh, bit weird. Yeah, having a very weird issue at the moment with the PC. It happened the other day when I was trucking with the Dragon Lady, and basically 6 PCs were on in my house. When one of them turned off, it absolutely killed my internet. Like, it just fully... Yeah, really strange. It just killed it, and I was like, that's not right. So I'm just checking a couple of settings that I found online to check, and everything seems to be working fine. Everything's set up right. It might have just been a weird glitch within the router. I have had it once before, but I haven't had it for months. And it was just more a little case of, I just wanted to double check a few settings. But with me being late going live today, guys, that has not helped anything. So I did think the game would have appeared on the screen right now, though. It will appear. Just give it a minute or two. Say a minute or two, just give it a second or two. There we go. Right, we're just on 65% loading, guys, so... We're nearly there. Right. As per usual, guys, we are going into the new month. We've got our piece of land to sell today, but I want to use the maximum. All right, I'm going to go to 4 o'clock. I don't normally go as early as 4 o'clock in the morning for starting in-game day, but this is going to kind of just run in the background for a minute or two, and we've just got a few things to do. That's nice. I tell you what, that's cheaper than ours. We bought one of them. We bought one of those brand new. That would sell for about £6,000. Could make a couple of grand doing it that way. Potato planter, that's quite cool. And Massey Ferguson. Oh, shame about the hours on that. That's a shame. No, I don't think that's going to be anything we are interested in at the moment. Right, so first things first, we're going to do our usual go to here. We're going to go to the castle. We have now completed stage 27 and 28 throughout the night, guys. We are officially almost halfway through building the castle, and we are building the crap out of it. We didn't do it for the first 10 streams because we didn't even know it was a thing to do. Right, as you can see, we have got £135,000 in the bank. We have probably a little bit of wood to sell. Not as much as you'd think. We've got... Let's just double check the price of the wood chips. Right, so the wood chips are definitely nowhere near yet. That's a shame. Eggs are not near. Honey is not near. No, the oats we can't sell. I can't. Oh, wheat and barley. Barley is 372. That's not too bad. Well, that was barley. Where's the wheat? 405. Right, so they're nearly in the right zone. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at the loans, and we have the ability to take £206,000. I do want to take this. Monthly repayment is another 4 grand on top. We will pay 20 grand in interest. Can I take that? Okay. Don't really want to do another 5 years. I think I'm going to have to do that over 4 years. Right, that's what we've got. £342,000. And now, I'm lost. £86,000. Right, we no longer own that land. So we need 400. We have 428,000. We need £457,000. That is how close we are now to buying the windmill. I do genuinely believe the windmill could probably be bought selling this. I really do. Yeah, I really do. I think we're kind of at the point where we're buying the windmill. We are literally going to buy the windmill that we have worked so hard over the last few episodes to try and get to the windmill. Now, I know we've lost a little bit of forestry, guys. It's not the end of the world, because when we buy the windmill, there is a lot of forestry around the windmill. The problem we've got when we buy the windmill is we're gonna have to try and find some jobs to do today. We now need to cover about £14,000 a month in loans for quite a long time. That's a lot of money. Something I did just forget to check, actually. Roof shingles. Yeah, right, so there is enough shingles in there. That's what I just wanted to check to make sure there was enough to keep that going. But yeah, guys, we are literally 30, let's just call it £40,000 away from buying. Yeah, we're like we're £40,000 away from buying the windmill. I know this is not the best, like that can literally double, like we won't get that price. That's the problem. We'll only get 18 grand at the moment. That's what sucks at the moment, guys. We've got so much money in wood chips that we just can't touch it at the moment because it's not the best price. It really sucks. It really, really, really does suck that is the way the game is going to play us today. But what I'm thinking, guys, is in future, I'm thinking we use the wood chip money to finance extra loan payments. But the more loan payments we make, the less the interest is, the smaller the amount is every month and everything else. Really? I didn't press the brake enough. There we go. I was just going to say. And I ended up ramming it. As you can see though, guys, it did take all of that wood as well, which is very nice to see. I will just use super strength for these because they are getting to be a little bit annoying now with the loading. Yeah, we're going to make another couple more months worth of wood chips as well. We are going to be about £40,000 in income just from the wood chips. Like I say, I am making a point of keeping them until the best price. We don't anything that's consumable we can keep for months. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We don't need to sell it at the best price. We don't have to sell it as and when. Sorry. Yeah, good morning everybody, welcome to the live stream. Thursdays are usually a little bit of a quiet stream, but I'm getting into the habit soon of possibly playing some sim racing, so I want to get I do want to get as much farming done as I can while I'm not playing sim racing during the day. To be honest, we've kind of had a goal of building the castle and the windmill, so I'm very I want to get this done kind of thing. I don't think we're going to do too bad, to be honest. I have just realised though I have put one of those pallets onto the trailer in the wrong order. I knew that was going to happen. That's twice today I've already had the pallet fork stuck to an item. Yeah, anyone who is interested in Euro Truck Simulator, anyone who is interested in possibly some Formula 1, I am possibly looking at other racing games. I don't have them at the moment, but I am looking at them. Yeah, I'm just looking at people to be able to race with and things like that. Trucking, just because, you know, it's Euro Truck Simulator. Who doesn't love a little bit of trucking? I am really struggling today with the loading. Really struggling actually. I feel like I'm a bit of a noob. I know my loading skills are not great to begin with, but yeah. Can I push that in there now? Please? Please? There we go. It's gone in. It's gone in. There we go. Fantastic. Right. So we've got, you know, we've got 4 of these. I want to get this done because I want to know what the windmill takes, and I want to get this loaded in quickly. So I am just going to kind of super strength it for a minute. I also want to see how much our new baby trees have grown overnight. We planted 240 trees yesterday, guys, in the last live stream. A big pallet worth £7,000. That's kind of where the missing money's gone. By the time we bought the, by the time we rented the tree planter, and we then went and bought £7,000 worth of saplings, and we planted them in and things like that. That's kind of where our income's gone. That could have helped us pay for a lot of things. All right, they're at the best price at the windmill, but we don't have the windmill. They're at the castle, but they're... Yeah, I'm not going to do the castle. I'm probably going to sell it a little bit of well, I know I'm not selling at maximum price right now. But what I want to do is I just want to sell at the quickest point round the corner to find out roughly how much we're short. This isn't going to be the £40,000 we need. That didn't give us as much wood as I was hoping for. Now, I do have a trailer full of logs. We could possibly sell those at the carpentry. We could sell the wood direct to the carpentry, and I'm a little bit tempted about maybe doing that for the income, but we've got to see how much wood is needed for. Maybe what we do is we maybe put the trailer of wood into the sawmill, we fill the sawmill up full, and then we sell what's left. We've got winter coming, so we've got plenty of time to do wood around the sawmill. Not the end of the world. Yeah, we are gonna buy the windmill today. We'll easily make 50 grand today, easy. Yeah, always easy making money. We just have to work for it. So it'll take us all episode to make that money, but we need 40 grand to buy the windmill, and we need no, we don't. We need 12, 13 grand. Let's call it 15 grand a month now, just to cover our loan. Let's just call it that for now. That was £12,500 roughly. That is a lot less than I anticipated. I did expect maybe 15 grand minimum for that, but it been in the winter months, so yeah, That has really... I'm about 10 grand short of buying the windmill right now. 10 grand ish. Yeah. So we need to sell something else that is... We've got bales. Problem is they're really not going to be worth anything. That's the problem. I know what's going to happen. We're going to buy this piece of land. We're going to buy the windmill, and then something we really need is going to come up in the freaking discount shop. I know it is, because it's just a way of screwing us. But we might be able to get a little bit of an extension on our loan. We have maxed it right now, because we only have a value to land. We can only have a percentage. When we buy the windmill, we, 80 grand piece of land versus 400. We may be able to get a little bit of another business loan going. Like I said, that the loans cover the businesses, nothing else. We can't use it for equipment, but we can use it for businesses. The sooner we get the windmill up and running, the sooner we can start making some flour. We do have wheat and barley at the moment. Right, let's just see what jobs there is today. We have baling. Right, they're round bales. That's not going to help. Cultivation. We can do a cultivation that is right near our farm. I don't have a harvester for that. Hoeing is right near our farm, so we can do that one. We do have a little bit of work to do on our farm as well, guys. I've just realised we have to fertilise our field today. We have to fertilise our field. Oh, it's all go today, guys. It's all go. It's super busy. Right. What we're going to do right now, we're going to get this into here. Anything we can maybe deliver now, it can go to the windmill, which I'm looking forward to. I just don't know if the windmill's going to be a sell point for us, where we can actually make some money. Right. Right, back to the farm we go then, guys. We've got a lot to do today, a lot to deal with. I think we need to go to the shop as well. I see, there we go. You see, got to go to the shop and buy some fertilizer. Forgot all about that. Yeah, we got our field to do. One thing I do want to do, I have just it's not forgotten. I did just say I wanted to check how much these baby trees grew overnight. And to be honest with you, there's one. They didn't really grow anything overnight. Fair enough. Oh, right, let's go. So straight to the farm. I'm going to pick up the spreader first for the fertilizer. We do have a little bit of fertilizer on the farm. I don't think it's going to be enough. We do need to have a bit of a quantity. I think it might be worth buying a couple of bags, just in case a fertilizing contract also appears. We could do with a ploughing, hoeing and cultivating today for contracts. No, what is it's needed? No, what is it's needed? No consumables. So yeah, we want to get these kind of contracts done today. I mean, I think we're easily going to do it. It's just going to take a long time, as long as the jobs show up. Like I say, the hoeing job at like 2 grand, that isn't worth it. I know it could be 2 grand. I know it's not that. But by the time you drive all the way to the field, what's that just come up in the shop? Ah. Nope. Don't need that one. Yeah, we're gonna what is it today? We're gonna pick up the spreader we'll see what fertilizing granules we've got. We'll see what solid fertilizer we've got. I don't think it's a lot, to be honest. So, yeah. If we have to buy 2 bags, maybe we buy 3 bags. I know it means we're going to have to do another contract just to get the windmill, but I'm trying to find ways to make sure in case like another fertilizer job comes up. I don't want to run out of fertilizer, have no money, and then be like, oh, a fertilizing job, and then I can't do it. Every time we come over here, I wouldn't mind, but I think there must be a little collision or something there. There has to be. We've got 1 1/4 pallets of that. Where's the spreader? Right, the spreader is full of lime. Yeah, like a stone contract would be quite good today. Really? Really? That was on there. Yeah, that wasn't there yesterday. Right. Crazy. Is that a fertilizer? How much fertilizer do I have left? I don't have enough. Right, so we need some fertilizer. Consumables. Bag of fertilizer. Right, we get 25%. I just want to. I want to try and do some calculations here. 1,920 take away 25%. It is actually, believe it or not, it is actually cheaper to buy pallets of solid fertilizer. It's cheaper to buy those by £40. I know £40 is not a lot of money, guys, but yeah, it really is. Right, unfortunately, we've got to drive to the shop now. Should all fit in here, to be honest. It should all fit. 3,000 plus the 200. The capacity is 3,200 litres. So yeah, I think it should all fit. If not, I'll be throwing it in. Yeah, we're gonna make good money today. We spent good money already, but yeah, we're gonna make some really good money today. I'm very happy with the way things are progressing. We've also got some trees on our farm as well, guys. We can deal with chopping some trees down. If we need to sell wood, we might as well. If we, I know it's going to be a ball ache bringing the JCB all the way to the farm, but yeah, we're not short on money if we sell the wood. Unfortunately, we've got to sell it direct. Thank you, boss. I was trying to just be a clever bugger then and fit through a gap. Into here. We do have a could possibly sell that, I suppose. I don't want to sell the straw spreader. The straw shredder, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to sell that. Yeah, I've just done some calculations, and if you knock off 25% in volume, or off the 25% of the price, it's actually cheaper by £40 a pallet to buy pallets. So for every pallet we bought, we just saved £40. We bought 4 pallets. Those little calculations make, you know, they don't save you a lot of money, but the amount of fertilizer you can use, yeah, why not save £40 a pallet? We use enough fertilizer to warrant loading up with a pallet. So yeah, we save £40. We're getting there though. And I say I'm gonna get this fertilizing done first, and then we'll look at actually dealing with seeing what other contracts appear. There should be, in theory, some fertilizing contracts appear this time of year. If none appear, I don't really know why. We haven't done any fertilizing this, you know, for this winter and this since planting season. We've done none at all. There's plenty of liming contracts, but I don't want liming contracts. That's the problem. It's nice and early. We've already made 12 grand in wood, and we're about to fertilise our field all before 6 AM in the morning, so that gives us plenty of time to move around. See, every time, guys, we come to this one, every time. I know one thing though, this might use quite a lot of spread, because yeah, it was very low on the fertilization. This is the first time we've fertilized this as our personal field. We've used 10% already. Yeah, we might have to go back for more fertilizer. We're using 170 up to 175 kilograms per hectare. That's crazy. I was hoping to have plenty of spare solid fertilizing in here. I don't think we're going to have as much as I thought we were going to have. Which means less to do some contracts. Really? Okay, I did fully expect that to cover that corner. Did not. But as you can see, we've got a lovely, nice green to the field now. I can't get over how much fertilizer this is using. I really can't warrant going back and buying more. We shouldn't have to. I think we should be fine, to be honest. Yeah, I was hoping to have enough left over to do a contract. Yeah, well, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to make some serious money. A bit of daylight wouldn't go amiss, but it is October, so we do suffer with the darker mornings. Don't want to be missing anything. There we go. There we go. Look at that. So we've managed to save about a bag's worth of bread. I just want to double check something. That little red dot isn't disappearing. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It must be a little bit we didn't plant, so we did miss a little bit on planting. Yeah, it would appear we've done very well there. So we'll have a little refresh on the jobs again, just make sure there's nothing new come up we can do. Because the thing is, if we're going to go and do a cultivator or a hoeing contract, we might as well see if there's another decent paying one appeared. We have a £10,000 ploughing contract. That is what is needed. We will be taking that. And we have that field 20 is actually near field number 1. So we will take both of those ploughing contracts. We will go do the ploughing first, I think. 13 is near our farm. We can also do that as well. So we've got a very good selection of contracts now to make this money. We'll go and plough first. We will go and plough first. Actually, I'm very tempted about making the plough spending a little bit of money and getting the plough a little bit wider. How much is it to upgrade the plough? We're about to make 15 grand on ploughing. Can we make it a lot quicker? I don't want to go to 12 meters though. It's £2,000. Yeah, do you know what? We'll do that. We're about to do these cultivating contracts now 33% quicker. We've just added, well, 30%, sorry. We just added 30% in value. 2, 4, 5 contracts. We can't accept any more contracts until we've completed at least one. So we'll go do field number 1 first. We've spent approximately £7,000 or £8,000 and we were about 10,000 short. We're currently about 18 grand. 18, no we're not. 35 grand short right now of actually just buying the land. So yeah, we do really need to pick up the pace on our jobs. We do have more wood to sell very soon as well. We just got to wait for it to process in the sawmill. So yeah, very, very happy with where we are at the moment. Spent a little bit of money. Gonna make a crap ton of money. And we're gonna make that money quicker because we've just upped the plough. From 6 meters to 9 meters. So that was £2,000. Very, very well spent indeed. Very, very well spent indeed. I'm very happy with the expenditure at the moment. I know it's a little bit dark, guys, to watch. If we make it daylight, guys, unfortunately we lose a lot of work hours, and yeah, we just need to we need the work hours. Right, field number 1. There might be more ploughing contracts come up as well while we're out and about. Sometimes you do only get a couple of ploughing contracts and then you have to do one to get more. I do think there will be more to do. I just gotta do the ones that are here right now. 15. Just, yeah, it's about £16,000 in ploughing contracts. Just having a quick look then. 16 grand. That kind of, well, this first job covers all the money we've spent today. I'm just trying to determine how I get to field number 1. Yeah, it is up the road. It's a long time since I've been to field number 1. So dip beam, main beam. Yeah, this isn't going to take too long to do. Very, very, very happy with that. Shouldn't really have any problems pulling this, but when you're going against the bumps like this, you can get some problems. I do believe this might appear as a stone contract as well. Anything we plough might appear as a stone contract. Don't worry about it being slow, guys. As soon as we're not fighting the bumps, on these contracts, we will be yeah, we'll be really, really good. Just got to do one headland to get away from it, you see. Right, there we go. If we do struggle power-wise though, we'll just take the hit on the 2 grand and lower the plough back down to 6. But I think we'll be fine. 11 mile an hour is the working speed. Well, technically it's 10, but it does reach 11 on a hill. Yeah, this is going to make us 10 and odd thousand pound just for one contract. I can live with this. Definitely worth doing. Right, there we go. Hmm. 12 meters wide. This is officially, I believe, the widest implement we have. But ploughing contracts now are big money makers. Even the small fields are big money makers because they no longer take us forever to do. Good money going uphill as well. Good speed going uphill. Like I say, the problem is when we hit these bumps at like the opposite, you know, the opposite angle, it really does just slow us down. Even at 6 meters wide, it was causing us a bit of a problem. If we can get with the grooves, we're laughing. I will try and get with the grooves. I just want to get a headland done so we've got a little bit easier turning area, to be honest. So that is one headland done already, just about. There we go, one headland. But as you can see now, driving up here, it's still not great because of the plough texture. What we're going to do is we're going to drive to the corner and we're basically just going to work our way down the roads like this. Like I say, it'll be nice to get a bit of daylight. Daylight is coming very soon. I can't even see the width of the plough. I know I've got an awful overhang here. I can't even really see how much the overhang is. The only downside to doing this in the dark, the lights are, well, the lights are good. It's just not good enough. I maybe should have put the GPS on. But let's try and get a nice straight edge anyway, because this field wasn't straight to begin with. There we go, that's a massive overhang now, that's like 50% overhang. If that can give us a nice clean edge going along here, we should be good. Right, there we go. Even going uphill when you're going with the grooves, it's so much easier. How are we doing though, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know Thursday streams have never been the most popular. Literally every Thursday stream I do, it's a very quiet stream. I'd still stream though because I don't know what else to do today, so why not? Although it might be time to play a different game on a Thursday. That will cure the problem. I could maybe play some racing. Right, trying to get the full width of our plough going here. We're at 30% complete on this contract already, guys. Already 30% completed. That is just, yeah. As soon as daylight comes, a bit of dawn, it'll be so much easier to see what we're doing. But we are kind of just winging it for now in the dark. If you're wondering why we're working in the dark, we work from basically 4:30 till about 5-6 o'clock on an evening. We always start 4:30. It gives us a good working day. Approximately 3 hours of stream time. Nice. Nearly halfway. Yeah, this is making money very well. Imagine if this was on a relatively flat field. Oh, we would be absolutely laughing if this was a flat field. Right, we are 40% complete. I did say 50% was vastly approaching. Almost halfway done. We were 40% at the top of that field, so what are we going to be at the bottom of this road? I know we got an overhang again because the edges kind of got a little bit out of line, a little bit at the top. There's a little bit where it's out of line, so I do want to try and get that tidied back in. There we go. What? 3. No, I've moved too far over now. I need daylight. I need a bit of daylight. I could make it daylight and lower the in-game time. The problem is I'll forget how much I'll forget how much the time is, and then we'll end up just staying all day on, say, 2 or 3 if I made it daylight, and then we'd just make hundreds of thousands of pounds a month instead. Right, if I can do every row, if I can do every couple of rows and it gives me about 10%, that would be absolutely brilliant. I would work out to be roughly 5% a row-ish. Like I say, we were 40% at the top of the previous row, but we didn't get full width either, don't forget. We've now done 50%, 49, but it's about to hit 50. That's 50%, and we're back at the top. Nice. Trying to get a little bit better angle to see where we're ploughing. That might be a little bit better. Like I said, I don't mind a little bit of an overhang. I just don't need a big overhang. %. Yeah, it's about 6% full width actually. There we go. We've now got morning, guys. Morning has arrived. I did tell you morning wouldn't be long. Oh, I'm very happy with this. We're making such good progress so quickly. Try and change that angle. Try not to have as much of an overhang. That is pretty good. Almost 70%, guys. Almost 70%. Not bad for the first contract of the day. Definitely want to try and get some more ploughing contracts though while we're out and about with the plough. It'd also be nice if we weren't on such a steep hill. That would be very nice indeed. It is slowing us down by about 10% though on the speed. So we do got to be careful with that. Although, like I say, we are technically ploughing at 30% wider than we previously were. Yeah, 6% for every row, but the rows are going to get slightly smaller now till we get to the end of the field. So yeah, but to be honest with you, we've been live for 48 minutes. We have loaded the wood, we've sold the wood from the sawmill. We've visited the castle, we've been to the shop, we bought fertilizer, we've fertilized our first field. We haven't stopped yet already, and we are literally one contract in and we already haven't stopped today. I'm gonna make serious money. We need to make serious money today. It's as simple as that. We have to make serious money because, well, the money in the bank means the windmill. The windmill has got to come today. Oh, you suck. I don't like it when the fields do a weird shape like that. It's gonna really slow us down. Yep, it's got very sharp, very steep all of a sudden, and then that sharp bend going around there. Yeah. Come on, New Holland. I know you've got the power to do this. You could do with a little bit more power, I'm not gonna lie. I think we've got about 20 brake horsepower more than the implement requirement. I don't know what's just come up in the shop, but we do need to double check that. I do like to see if there's a bargain come up in the shop. Oh, it's a very big trailer. Oh, guys, I wouldn't mind, but... Oh, that's 40 grand. Oh, I'd murder that trailer. You know how easy it would be to do... root crops with a trailer like that. 4 3/4 harvester loads to one trailer. Oh, we're moving very slowly at the moment. Not happy with the how slow we're moving. Alright, 87% guys, 87%. I told you we were getting through this contract so quickly. The downhill is just, amazing. Yeah, like this wastes so much time getting all these little nooks and crannies. Bless me. Wow. That sent the pressure behind the back of my eye. Jesus. 92%. Yeah, this isn't even, that wasn't even 3%. The roads are very, very tight now. Yeah, I know I'm not lifting the tools up, guys. I'm just trying to keep the acceleration going for the shape of the field. When we are coming up the hill, we do lose a little bit of top speed. I'm just trying to keep the foot down on the pedal. %. So this is not going to be the last one, but the coming back down should be the last row. It did take a little bit longer just because of the hills. You know, when we were fighting the bumps, that's why we made a point of going with the. There we go. It did actually complete it earlier than I expected. I didn't think we'd get to the top. I thought we'd get to the top and we'd be coming back down the other way for that one. That is £10,023 in the bank already, guys. We have a contract for fertilising. I knew fertilising would come up. We now have 8 grand for weeding. Nah, but they're a very big cut there. I kind of want to do them, but I kind of... Yo, dude. Thank you for the follow. I do kind of want to do that, but the problem is it's a long way to travel to get 8 grand. 8 grand's still good money, but I'm thinking of the travelling time. Right, so we are going now to field number 20, which is literally just down the road. We can actually get to it very quickly. So we're going to follow this, and then we're going to take the farm tracks, I think. I think that's the best way to do this. Yeah, we'll make some money. We'll make some money. I can't remember exactly how much I need. I think there's enough money. We need 15 grand. 15 grand right now just to break even. Right, I can't go through the farm, guys. The gate is closed. Oh, hang on a minute. This is the freaking field. This is the field. Idiot. Wasn't paying attention. I was too busy trying to find my way to the to the field. I didn't realise we'd freaking we'd arrived. Right, this is a relatively flat field, so this should be a lot easier than the previous field. In theory. We're working at 11 miles per hour. Not too shabby. One headland just to get us away from that wall. Don't want to miss anything on the corner, so we'll have a bit of an overhang on this side. There we go, and then we'll pull it back into the field. There we go. You see that bumping? That's what causes us to lose all the speed when we're going on a slight slope on that previous. And that's what I was trying to get to, but it was a bit dark to show you exactly what I meant. But yeah, that is that's definitely going a lot nicer. It's a lot smoother now. It's a lot flatter. We've already done 17%. If I didn't extend the plough, we'd only need 13 grand. But the problem is, we'd still be doing field number 1. We'd only be 66% through it. But it was worth spending the 2 grand on the plough. Just to extend it. I know this plough is not exactly a realistic plough, guys. This is just the plough I like to use in this game. Otherwise, these contracts... Yeah, the tech hours. The tech hours. That on there. Lovely, 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 lovely. Hmm. %. Nice. Easy money, guys, easy money, but we do need a little bit of easy money today because we've got a lot of work to do. I'm very tempted about taking them extra hoeing contracts. I really am. If we do the 2 cultivating fields by our farm first, and then we go do the hoeing contracts, we could maybe do a load of hoeing. And you know what? That's the best way to do it, I think. We'll do that one. The problem is, I've got to be careful. I can only accept 5 contracts at once. I've got to be careful. Here we go. We're going to lose speed now. We've got the power for it. We're just losing the speed. But look how much we're delving into that ground there with the plough. Rework it. I reckon we'll have this done in the next 2 minutes. We're just going to go up and down now. We're going to stay with the grooves on the field, and then we're just going to keep the revs up. It doesn't help though when you cock up your lines. Not too bad. Right, we're over halfway through this field already, so good progress. Good progress. $11 miles an hour. bit of an overhang in case we've missed any bits on the previous row. I reckon there's maybe about three or four more rows, if that. Oh, hello everybody, welcome. Like I say, always a bit of a quieter stream on a Thursday. It always has been, don't really know why. It is what it is. It's fine. I don't mind it being a bit of a quiet stream, it's just the conversation's a little bit lacking. That's the only downside with a Thursday. But I'm thinking maybe if Thursdays are going to be continue to be a quiet stream, this might be a day to practice my Formula 1 because, well, I won't have as much time to watch the screen when you're racing, so it's not maybe a bad one. Oh, I'm having a nice cold can of Dr. Pepper this morning, guys. I got up late. I needed a bit of a caffeine and sugar rush this morning, and you know what? Dr. Pepper's hitting the spot. The doctor is in the house. This is row I said 4 more rows. This is row number 3. So to be fair, it is technically 4.5, maybe 5. I'm hoping another contract comes up though for ploughing while we're out. I'd like another ploughing contract just because we are out currently ploughing. There's a job on the way back to the farm, so we can pick up the cultivator. That wouldn't be the end of the world. Kind of sucking in a minute though, guys, because weeding. We bought a new weeder, didn't we? There's me talking. Our plough might be our biggest implement. Actually, I think our weeder is. I'm sure we got a bigger weeder. Right, we're 94% complete here, guys. 94%. So we'll go up this side. Yeah, I'm almost sure our weeder's bigger than 12 meters. If it's not, it's at least the same size. 97%, guys. 97, 98, 99, and completed. So that is both of those ploughing contracts done. Right, yeah. I'm very tempted now to check our weeder. Our weeder is 12.4. Yeah, so our weeder is actually the biggest implement we've got. Right. Let's refresh these contracts and see if we get another ploughing one come up. Nope, that's baling. They're not really worth it. They're not really worth it. They're not really worth it. Mowing, not really. Field number 1 is £7,000 per stone picking. I told you that would appear as a what is it? I bloody knew it. I'm tempted to do that actually because we've got a good size stone picker. Right, that is all of the ploughing done then, guys. That is all the ploughing done. So we've got to go back now. We might as well go and... I don't know which... Do you know what? I don't know which way to do this. Do we do the cultivating first, or we do the hoeing? Yeah. The hoeing is a lot further to drive around. I don't know. Either way, we've got to keep going backwards and forwards to the farm at the moment. Just because that's where all the implements... This is where the farm, being in the top right corner, screws us. If we had the farm in the middle of the map, which we were originally going to buy... Like, yeah. If we had this farm... I know it's kind of in the middle, but more towards the bottom. It's still more central than the top right corner. Cultivating is field 13 and 11. So I do think we need to cultivate first because they are right next to the... they are right next to the farm, do you know what I mean? It would knock a couple of jobs off very quickly if we do those. 11 and 13. Yeah, we have made really good money. I can't remember the cost of these contracts, to be honest. I know one thing, if we got one over 8 grand, we need to do that one first so we can get the land bought. I need to buy the windmill. We need to know what to take to the windmill. Like, if we get a load of wood, we could sell it, but if the windmill needs it, there's no point taking it to sell if the windmill needs it. We're desperate. Number 8 is a hoeing contract. That's yeah, that's that one. You know when the contracts come up on the right hand side like that, in the top corner on the right? I know you can't really see that if you're on TikTok. I kind of wish they told you the amount. Even if it told you, like, say 1.2k, you know, 3.6k kind of thing, you know, just things like that. Yo, Agro, thank you for the follow. Welcome. But yeah, if it just had the price list, you know, if it just had the price on it, I could do them in a certain order that would benefit the farm quicker. I can do, yes, 13 and 11 is relatively easy to get to. And they are the closest ones to the farm. So it makes sense to do those ones first. We're not going to be cultivating no quite as wide as our plough is. So just remember that. There's our stone picker. It's a nice big one. That's why I took the contract. Some glitching going on today with the graphics. It's the light port, the light shades, I think. Yeah, look, that's really strange. Whoa, we might. There we go. Let's put that there. I finally moved them seeds out of the way that I was planning on moving. Right, let's go over here. No smokeless steam train. 13 is technically this field here. And then field 11 is just down the dirt track. Windmill needs stone, roof shingles and wood. Yeah, I've got the sawmill, pal. Obviously, you can't deliver it until you buy it. And we're not far off being able to afford it, to be honest. So we're trying to smash out a few of these contracts relatively quickly while the wood rebuilds and restocks and processes and everything. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trying to do jobs that are consumable-less. So ploughing, cultivating, stone picking, because we can make a bit of lime out of that. I don't mind that. I don't know if we're going to be able to get all the... my only problem is with the stones is actually... what if we get full? That does concern me a little bit if we get full with the stone picking. Does concern me a little bit. A long way to drive back to the farm for just to empty. I wonder if there's a more unrealistic capacity for the... Yeah, but then it makes it a bit unreal, so... I don't want to be running a trailer for field 1, do you know what I mean, pal? Yeah. But I need standard stone, roof shingles and wood. We buy in stone and we buy in shingles because we can't process them. Or does it need stone as in stone from the field? That's the question. Right, we buy castle stone because we don't have the money to buy all the stuff to make castle stone, so we have to just we have to buy that in. It's not too bad though with the castle, because when you buy it you sell it to the castle, so you don't lose that much money. I think this is like 25, 26 streams in now though, and we still haven't got the windmill. Which business do I need to buy to start making roof shingles, by the way? I always forget that. If I want to make roof shingles, which business do I need to buy to make roof shingles? Like I say, I've got a terrible memory when it comes to remembering this stuff. Right, that is almost 2 headlands done. Wow, 40%. It is a smaller field, I suppose. Field 11 is that one between us and the mill. It's not far away to get to field 11. I do believe though that will give us the money for the windmill when we do this one and field 11. What's the 8%? Nice, nice, nice. Like I say, we're making very good progress on our bank balance. So we need 15 grand a month though, guys. That is a lot of money to start requiring every single month. 15 grand just to cover loan fees. But we're about to have 2 businesses, and we can start processing wheat and flour. Wheat and barley into flour is what I meant to say. Yeah, I am very looking forward to doing that. I say we'll make more money off flour than we will off the grain. Cultivating a nice steady 10 miles per hour. We missed the odd little bit here and there, but it should be fine. Fine. You do get a bit of a leeway with the contracts anyway. If you're wondering why I talk about the percentages quite a bit, guys, it's because I know you guys who are watching on a vertical canvas can't see like the overall completion of the field. You know, you do get a little bit more of a limited view. But at least if I kind of keep you up to date with what and how we're doing, that's kind of the idea anyway. Yeah, we are just about to hit 70%. We just did. How are we doing though, guys? Welcome everybody, welcome. A few people around the couple of platforms today. Welcome, hello. If you are a lurker over on the Twitch platform though, guys, you can just do !lurk and it kind of just says you're there lurking. It also helps you as well as a viewer for channel points, because you have to put at least a comment nowadays to be registered as a viewer on Twitch. So it's always kind of worth doing !lurk. That way I know you're there and you're not talking. I know you're there lurking, but it helps build your channel points on Twitch so that you can be interactive with the stream. We do have a lot of interactions with sound effects and animations over on Twitch. Unfortunately, these are not options for TikTok. There's no way to implement them via a program. We are very limited to what we can actually do over on on TikTok. We are very limited to the interaction on TikTok. But on Twitch, you get channel points just for watching, and then you can spend them on animations and sound effects. And yeah, we're trying to add more. Every week we add a little bit more. Try and make it more and more and more. But I'm trying to, at the moment, I'm trying to organize the interactions to be done through a piece of software on the computer rather than an online based system. But the good thing is with an online based system is if my Windows was to crash, I wouldn't lose everything. So it is quite good in a way having it online. You know, they've kind of always got a backup. I wouldn't have to preset everything back up again. We also have the emoji wall as well. The emote wall. The emoji, yes, same thing. Right, we are 90% done there, guys. I know it's kind of maybe looking a bit obvious when you can kind of see the edge of the field, but just to give you all an idea. 90% done. 92. I'm 92 at the start of this one. We're at 94 now. I will have to just do the final row going down, I think. $97, $98. Wow, are we gonna have to come back up? Nope. Nope, it just finished, just in time. Right, so that is one of our main cultivation fields done and dealt with. So that's another one down. Wow, this pulls out small weeds between, yeah, but it's only small weeds. It doesn't. If that had been a hoe as well at that width, it would have been a new weed have been bought. That's for sure. Although I am quite happy with the weeder we have. It is 12.4 meters wide, and it does weeds and is a hoe as well. Alright, this field is going to take a little bit longer to complete. It is a little bit bigger. So let's just get that one cashed in there. Let's make sure there's... Field 42 is a long way to drive. Climbing, mowing, ploughing. Weeding. Weeding field 7. Well, we are technically going to 8 to weed. We could always go up to 7 as well. So a little bit of extra money. 24 fertilizing. I'm trying to do some pretty big jobs today. That's not a big job, but we are literally in the field next to it. So I think that might be worth it. There's the old steam train, guys, without the smoke. I've got no idea how to fix that. If I jump in the train right now, it will work steam and give us sound effect. But if I'm not in it, it doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with it, or yeah, just very, very, very strange indeed, to be honest. Yeah, I've got a feeling this one's going to take quite a bit longer to do. Guys, this is going to hopefully give us the money to buy the windmill. I'm so excited to buy the windmill. I'm super ecstatic to buy the windmill. I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait. This has been a long time earning. You know, a lot of tree deforestation went into this. You know, a lot of replanting of trees. There's just so much stuff in general. Just so much hard work went into getting the money. And I know we have obviously added a little bit onto our business loan, but we are buying a business. We can only use the loan system to buy a business, and we are buying a business. Granted, it's 15 grand a month now in business loans, but it's still business. I just hope we can sell wood. You know, like when we deliver the wood to the sawmill, I'm just hope we can sell wood to the windmill. If we can't sell wood to the windmill, we could be very, very screwed over the winter months. I'm just going to point that out. You know, if we sell wood to the castle, we get paid for it. If we deliver wood to the sawmill, do we get it? Do we not? I don't know. But I'm looking forward to building it so we can process our grain into flour. %20 done on this one already. You won't know, it's not doing a bad job. Yeah, 2 headlands again, I think gives us plenty of turning circle. We could get away with just 1, but it's a little bit tight. I'd rather just do 2. Plus, if we do 2 headlands, it does pull us away from the tram lines as well. As you try and cultivate tram lines, you do, yeah, you kind of, it doesn't build the percentage up as well doing the tram lines. That's what I've noticed anyway. I might be wrong. It's just the way it feels sometimes. Yeah, lovely. 32%. Yes, definitely a lot less. If the first one's 20%, the second one's not. If we get to this bit here, it'll kind of tell us roughly roughly the percentage loss because of the tram lines. So the tram lines cost us basically 4 to 5% because there's less to cultivate. That's why I didn't include tram lines on our field. There's no way I'm putting tram lines on our field. Not a chance. We lose too much grain, we lose too much, you know what I mean? We just lose too much. I would rather have it without the tram lines personally and make the extra money, especially while we're poor as well. We can always do tram lines later on. There's old Smokeless again. %. Yeah, the roads don't really make us much completion, but they do eventually add up. But at least if we go this way, we're kind of going with the field, slowly working towards the exit. This is the final cultivation job though that we did have. There was one more, but it was at the other end of the map. I'm not really interested in traveling all the way to the other end of the map for no reason. Just for like a measly £2,000. If it was like 5, 6, 7 grand, I would have travelled the distance to do it. But yeah, I'm not going to travel all that way for a measly couple of grand. It costs us 600 quid in fuel just to top up from half a tank, so long way to go for a couple of grand. Yeah, wasting again on the tram lines. So poor on the completion. We are 53%, 54% complete though of the overall contract, so well, you know, the good thing with this right now, half done. Field number 8 though is a relatively big field, and that is a big field and a weeding one. It's a very good job. Our weeder is an extra, to be honest, 30% bigger, 33% bigger than our cultivator. So I'd rather weed it than cultivate it. Yeah, we're kind of making money very quickly now. We have been working since like 4:30, do you know what I mean? That's why we made a point of working on our field in the dark. Oh my god, we're going to buy the windmill, guys. We're going to buy I'm hoping we're going to buy the windmill as soon as we've done this job. I hope so. Ah, yes, the windmill. Eek. So excited. Very sad in it. I'm very excited about buying the windmill. I'm very excited about buying a windmill. And just like that, we're back over another tram line, wasting time. 68%, guys, 68. We will double check though, make sure there's no more cultivating jobs around this area. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to be travelling over far to cultivate. %. One more row done before we're back onto another tram line probably. Yeah, I think that is going to be just about all the cultivation work. There might be some more cultivation work next month though. Got to keep an eye on the egg price as well, because that's going to be another couple of grand. Like I say, we need the money just to get the windmill, but then like I say, we need 15 grand in the bank as well. I can't rely on the cost of the wood. If the windmill doesn't pay us for it because we technically own it, yeah, that could end up screwing us. We're gonna have 2 rows dealing with the tram line. This one and the next. That's a shame. 83% though, guys. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Yeah, you lose so much percentage doing the tram lines. You get like 5% per every headland, and for every row you do. You do like you include a tram line and you can go down to 4%. It's so bad. It's so bad, because the thing is, if you're not cultivating, if you're losing it on the cultivation, you're losing it on the yield. You know what I mean? It's just such a waste. I know they look nice when they've got the tram lines, but yeah, for me, just waste too much ground space with the tram lines. %, though, guys. 91%, and yeah, like I say, we will just double check there's no more cultivation in our area anyway. And then if there isn't, we will go back and get our weeder. And then we've got 8, 7 and 36. Now 36 is quite a long way to go to do just a contract, but yeah, it pays relatively well. And like I say, when you're doing it at 12 meters wide, it helps that you can get paid quite well and do it a lot wider than at say 6. The Flo didn't want me to buy the 12 meter weeder. And to be honest with you, I'm so glad we did. Guys, I think there's something in the shop we might need to buy. I need to double check that, see what that is. 97% complete, guys. 97. We need to buy a scanner, you see. I don't know if that's a scanner, don't know if that's a cheapy little tractor, I've got no idea. But we're about to find out. It is, that is nothing we need and or want. £5,528 for that cultivation job. So yeah, the only other cultivation job we've got now is field 2. No, we're not going to field 2. That's deadwood, that's harvesting. Nope. Nope. 42. 42 is the... Whoa, we've got more ploughing, guys. We've got more ploughing. 45 and 4. Why wasn't... We'd ploughed field 2. Why couldn't that have shown up while we were in the area? We can't do... We're not going to go back for them ones. We're not going to do that one. That's 42. So no, that is it for the cultivation. Guys, we have enough money to buy the windmill. Shall we buy the windmill right now? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes! We bought the windmill! Yes! We bought the windmill! Yes! Yes! Wow. Right, so the first thing we need... Cement bags. Wow. Wow. Let's deactivate that for now. Right, so we need to go to the shop. We need to go buy some cement bags. Right now, we don't have the money for the cement bags. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I didn't think we'd need cement bags for the very first step. But yeah, guys, we own the freaking windmill! Now we've got to build it. Now we've really got to build it. I'm wondering if... I don't know. I don't know. Let's have a look. I don't know the answer to this. That's why I wanna find out. Right. The cement factory. Right. Cobblestones, roof shingles. How much is this? Is going to be like 300 grand though, isn't it? 350, it's even worse. Right, so there isn't actually a production on the map to make the cement. So we are technically allowed to put in a production to make cement and roof tiles and things like that. If there's one on the map, we have to use the one on the map. There isn't one on the map on this. So we could get 37 grand, we could do it, but I think we'll just continue with our buying of the cement. We don't have 37 grand to begin with. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do, pal. I'm gonna have to buy them, but I also can't afford to buy them either. That's the problem. I'm in like a catch-22 right now. I can't afford a lot. Actually, I can't afford just about anything. There's a lot of stuff I can't afford right now. Right, we are going to field 8, field 7 and 36 for the weeding. Field 8 is the closest one we're going to, so we'll go to that one first and we'll make a start. It won't take us long to weed as it was cultivating. We are 12.4 meters wide on the cultivation, on the weeding, guys. So yeah, it won't take us long. But yeah, I can't really justify spending £37,000 just to make cement. I do like these buildings on this map though, where you have to build them. Like I say, we're making really good progress with the with everything, to be honest. The castle's coming along nicely. We're nearly halfway through building the castle, and it hasn't taken us as long as people said, but we are buying stone. That's the thing. We're not relying on the, we're not relying on stone and things like that. While we're here though, I do just want to go and yeah, these are our loans. Look at this, 13 grand and 14 grand a month. Just gonna go up to here and have a look, guys. Cement bags also to the sawmill. I think might need a couple more. As you can see, we've got a roof on the second building now. Yo, dude, thank you for the follow. But yeah, as you can see, we've got that progressing very nicely. Right, time to get on with the weeding, guys. 12.4 meters wide for the weeding. We can make really good time on this. Look at this. This includes all the way up to the tram line in one pass. That is going to be fantastic. And then we're going to that field just over the road over there. Take a minute or two to get there. And then we're going to go down to the bottom of the map to do the other one. We need money to buy cement bags. So, yeah, we've got to get these done. Good morning. Hello. Yeah, we've got to do it. We've got to do it, guys. We've got to do it. This is nice though. This just goes up to the tram line. 10%. I like this weeder though, because this weeder's for 15 mile an hour. I love this weeder. This is a default weeder as well, I believe, in the map. That is very nice indeed. 13% done on half a headland, 26 on a full headland. Nice. I think one headland should be enough actually to be able to do this in rows. This is why I don't mind weeding, guys. I don't mind doing the weeding contracts. They're so quick to do, it is unreal. And just like that, that is headland number 1 done. We'll lift it up. We'll go start at the bottom, guys. We'll work our way up the field. 23% for one headland. Not shabby. Not too shabby. Right, we're going to get that into there. Lovely. There we go. There we go. Yo, dude, thank you for the follows. Welcome, everybody. Right, there we go. Yes! Huge progress at this speed, guys. Huge progress. Huge progress when we're going this kind of speed. I'll tell you what, though, guys. All these might appear, once we've weeded them, as fertilising contracts. We make good money with the fertilising. Hello. Yeah, we make good money with the fertilising contract. We just got to have enough money to buy the actual fertiliser. That is the problem. We've got £1,000 in the bank. Well, I tell a lie. We've got 1,200. Still not a lot though. Yeah, this is just making life so much easier. I could have moved over a little bit actually. I kind of got a bit distracted with the tram lines. Another reason why I don't like them. Another reason why I don't like them. %42 already. We are, like I say, we're flying. We are flying through these contracts. All our wood though, guys, is going to go up to the windmill now. I've got a feeling we're not going to get paid for wood anymore. If that is the case, we need to start making, we need to start like splitting the wood up so we can still make a little bit of money from wood. Wood, I think for this winter is going to be our sole income. So I don't really want to sell the wheat and barley. I will if I have to. But if I can get the windmill built, I would rather do that. There we go. There's another row. Nice. Nice, nice. Try and get that straightened up a little bit better. But yeah, we've bought the windmill. We've built nearly half a castle and we've bought the windmill. Yes, we've had to extend our business loan, but that is what the business loan is for. I was originally just going to have the business loan one at a time, but I didn't also realise there was a windmill to build. So yeah, I kind of changed the rule on that. %. Should have maybe given a little bit more of a turning circle for that. Didn't quite go out far enough. Yeah, just like that, in the space of what, 10 minutes, we're going to have done these two massive weeding contracts. And I said we will go down and do 36. Just because it doesn't take us long. And I think 36 does pay about 5 grand. If we're travelling down south, we need at least 5 grand without any consumables. Unless we're going there for multiple jobs. I'd really like to do the ploughing contract on field 4, to be honest. That's a good paying contract. But that's a long way to go just to plough one field. Right, there we go. Lovely, lovely. %81 complete, guys. 81. Always check the great demands for anything we've got in store. So it's nothing we've got there. I do need to double check the other stuff though. You never know, it could be wheat, could be barley. Could be straw. We had no idea what it could have been. I kind of wish it told you a little bit more what they wanted. Like great demand and then tell you what you wanted. It is seed, apparently. Really? Oh, great, man. It's not a very good price, though, is it? Where if you go to the warehouse, you can double it. It's hardly a great demand if it's half the price of a freaking normal sell point. Maybe a great demand to bend you over and screw you. Not cool. How are we doing though, guys? A few people scattered around the different platforms. Like I say, Thursday streams have always been quiet during the day. I do think Thursday streams might go into my sim racing practicing. Like I say, the less chat there is on a Thursday, which has been every Thursday since we've been starting streaming again, it is the worst day of the week for streaming. It would give me the chance to practice my sim racing. I can still stream it, just obviously if there's not as many people talk, which Thursdays do seem to be a quiet day, I don't have to take my eyes off the screen as often, basically. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting Le Mans Ultimate. When it first came out, it wasn't a great game. I've heard from a lot of places now and a lot of people and other sim racers and stuff that since they've done some of the updates, they've really improved the game. So I'm tempted about it, to be honest. Right, that was £5,200, guys. 8 grand to travel down to 36, guys. That's why we're going to 36. We could technically hold field 2 on the way past. I'll accept it for now. But I don't know. 48? No, that's a long way away. That's a good contract to do. Yeah, 48 is in the complete opposite. We can drive past field 2 to get to field 36. We go a certain way, so yeah, I think that's the way we'll do that, to be honest. Yeah, we'll just quickly go up and do field number 7. This will literally be so super quick. Super quick. Wrong side of the road. Beep beep. Right, let's get back on the correct side of the road, guys. This is the correct side of the road to drive on, guys. If you drive on this side of the road, you are wrong. This is not the correct side. You might be driving on the right side, but it's not the right side of the road. Right. So, oh yeah, we can just about see these. Wow, they are very, very small. Right, so let's go and just quickly do a headland first, and then that will give us a little bit of room for the turning circle. Yeah, I've still got no idea, guys, how to fix the steam on the steam train. If I get in the steam train, it'll work, but as the train's riding around the map, it just doesn't seem to work, to be honest. So I don't really know what's going on with it, to be honest. Right, we can turn our actual headlights off now. I think it's bright enough. It's almost midday as well in game, so that is that's crazy. Almost midday. Right, we are 32% done already, guys, and we haven't even done a headland yet. I love this weeder. I love the width of it. I love the speed of it. It does weeding. It does hoeing. That is lovely. Look at that. Fantastic. Very, very happy with that, that's for sure. Can hardly see where I've been on this one. I'm gonna have to try and just wing it a little bit, guys, I'm afraid. There's one thing, on the next row will be the other side of the tram line, that's for sure. So if we do that and we do that, that should just about cover us there, I think. Yeah. I can see on the tram line where the weeds are, so that's not the end of the world. Yeah, the colour green just kind of blends in a little bit. Right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I think that we've got a big overlap here, guys. This is taking longer than I thought because I can't actually see the weeds in this field. But it is a weeding contract and not a hoeing contract, so they are harder to see in general. I think we'll go up the tram line. I think that'll kind of just about make sure we're covered. Nice. Nice. Oh, that's a bit better. Not quite as bright now. Sun's gone behind a cloud. And that is going to be us done in that field as well. So we've now got 6,463 pounds. What I'd like to do right now is I'd like to just jump into the JCB. Now what we're going to do right now, guys, is we have enough money to buy some cement. We're going to drive up to the top of the map with this trailer. We're going to go and get some cement. We do need cement for the castle. I'm not going to lie, we do need to get some cement for the castle as well. But cement is quite expensive to buy, I think. So I'm not going to be able to afford much as it is. I don't like to call people out when they join the TikTok stream, guys, but someone's just joined to watch and they've got the best username ever. That is the best one. If you know who I'm on about, you've just joined in, even if you're just scrolling through. That is a freaking wicked username, dude. Beans on toast. Oh, you know what? That might be what I have for lunch today. Beans on toast. Actually, I'm gonna have lunch very late today. I am very, very late. I was late this morning going live. To be honest, I didn't get out of bed till 10 to 9. I just did not. I had a late night last night. I weren't feeling over great again. And I had a shocking night's sleep, honestly. This tonsillitis that I had, I have officially got over the tonsillitis. I am officially better from that. But it has left me with GERD, which is basically acid, and like major acid reflux, where like you need medication to deal with it until it settles down. Honestly, yeah, it's just hell. This last month has been genuine hell. I've been ill. But I want to get better for Christmas because I want to pig out at Christmas. I don't need acid reflux problems at Christmas, do you know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are, oh yeah, but it's just acid reflux. No, like it makes you want to be, it literally makes you sick. It was that bad, do you know what I mean? It was like, but it is a possibility when you have a severe case of tonsillitis. And I had a severe case of tonsillitis because I had it for 3 weeks. It should have only been 6-7 days. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how unwell it made me. Yeah, GERD. Basically, it's a severe form of acid reflux that can genuinely make you ill. GERD can actually put you in hospital if it can be that bad. Do you know what I mean? And the doctor was like, "Yeah, you've got that," and I was like, "Oh, thanks." But he did state though that the antibiotics wouldn't have helped. You know, because obviously I was fighting the tonsillitis. the acid reflux is kind of a side effect of like a severe case of tonsillitis, but obviously the antibiotics couldn't fight the GERD and the tonsillitis. Tonsillitis was worse, and the antibiotic, he gave me an antibiotic, but it only dealt with one issue and not the other. But he couldn't mix the two antibiotics at the same time, so hence why I've really? Really? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yes. Yeah. No! Yes. There we go. Right. We need cement, guys. I don't know how much cement costs. Wow. Right, I'm only buying for the windmill right now, guys. I'm only buying for the windmill right now. Right, Flo said I'm not allowed to get a free front loader for up here. And I don't have the forks on. Really? Done it again. Let it go! Freaking stupid cement bags. Stupid cement bags. You know what? I'm good to go as I am. I'm good to go as I am. Oh. Jesus. Yeah, I need 2 bags for the windmill, but when you take 2 bags, it can bug out sometimes with needing 1 litre. So I always take an extra bag. I've got a feeling though I'm not going to get paid money back for this. I've got an awful feeling I'm not going to get paid back for this. I think because we own the windmill now. But how can the windmill be a sell point if you don't own it? Because you got to own it to build it. Never been to the windmill though, like driven up there properly. Well, we have. We've driven there once with a bit of wood just in case it did accept it. But yeah, I'm hoping this is gonna pay us the money back. Even if we lose £500 a pallet, at least if we can make a little bit of money back, it's something. Crazy driving today, guys. Crazy driving. Oh. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm yawning made off, but like I say, I had a very rough night's sleep. Come on, tractor, let's go. Right, we just have to follow this. We just have to follow the road down. Like I said, I've only driven to it once, the windmill, and yeah, to be honest, it was a while ago. The International LT Series 52129. What is that? That truck? It is. It's not what I want though. I tell you what though, that trailer looked pretty good though. That Marshall trailer for 9 grand. That would be brilliant for selling wood. How many times do we sell wood and we have to do it in 2 loads because our trailer's not big enough? And we could put our bale trailers on there. Do we maybe buy that trailer, guys? Sell the sell this I4 Williams. Come on, little tractor, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Away we go. Come on. We need speed and power. We need speed and power. We do not get paid for anything we deliver to the shop. Are you joking me? Right, so we have to split our wood in half. When it comes to selling the wood, we're going to have to half it. I can't afford to not be making something in wood. You know what I mean? We have to make some wood. We've got some trees though we need to process as well, so yeah. Don't really remember how far down does this go for... Right, so it goes all the way up to the field guy. All these trees are ours to process. Every single tree is ours to process. Fantastic. Are they our trees up to the river as well? They are our trees to the river as well. Nice. Okay. I'm liking this, guys. All them trees there. They're right opposite the sawmill. That is going to be so good. Come on, Mr. Why did you stop, Mr. Bean? Jesus Christ. Right. We need to start making more wood. I don't really know how to make more wood, to be honest. Well, I do. Something I am going to do, guys, I'm just going to keep using a little bit of super strength for a little while just to move some of these. Just so we can actually get the wood we want spawning. Actually spawning, to be honest. And then I'm just going to swap them around a little bit just to be honest, just to try and make those spawn a little bit easier. Right. Field 2 and field 36. We've got to get 13 grand in the bank now just to survive the next month. I'm not overly happy that we can't make money at the windmill. A little bit gutted about that. Windmill's meant to be a sell point, but how can it be a sell point if you don't own it? See the problem? Yeah, we're going to have to deliver the bare minimum to the... either that or we take a load of wood and get it in storage. As long as we've got 14 grand to see us into the next month, we should be pretty good. I said there's a 7 grand stone contract. That could be a little bit of a pain in the ass though. We've got 8 grand coming from field 36. And field number 2 is not exactly a great contract, but yeah, we're doing it because it's on the way. Johnson, dude, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I don't like how Twitch gives you a thank you for following, and then Stream Elements gives me one as well. It kind of fills up the chat a little bit. Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I've gone the wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm going the right way. We're going up this. We're going up here. We're going up here. We're going up here. There we go. Woo! Have no fear, guys. The idiot is here. Yeah, I feel like we need to, you know what? We're just going to go and quickly turn off that stream elements one. I don't need stream elements, basically, telling me that someone's followed. Twitch does that anyway. It's a little bit weird. You know what? I don't even know where I'll find that. Chatbot. It seems a little bit weird that it tells me. Do you know what I mean? I don't really need it to tell me. That's the thing. Is there a way to turn off it? Sponsorships. They're clickable links. I don't want them. Advertise. Seems really weird. Like, why tell me someone's followed twice? I wonder if there is a way to turn that one off. I don't know if there is or not. Really strange. I don't think there is. Facebook, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, donation, shout out, TikTok, Instagram, Lurk, Storm. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, I need that. I need that to stop. I don't understand. I need that to stop. I don't think there's a way to do that. Yeah, I really don't see a way to stop that. That seems a little bit counterproductive. Yeah, that seems a bit weird. The only thing I can do is mute the bot altogether. That's a bit weird. I'll have to Google it. I will have to Google it. Unless somebody wants to Google it for me and tell me while I'm streaming, and then I can quickly do it. Yeah, I just feel it's a little bit weird. You know what I mean? I think it's just the activity feed though. It helps if you lower the tool, so just like an idiot. I don't want to mute the bot in general because obviously there's custom commands there that are used. Right, let's lower that down. Let's get on with actually weeding now. Yeah, it's not going to pay us very well this field, but you know what? We're on the way to 36 anyway. It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. I'm wondering if we can get away with doing it this way. I kind of want to get away with doing it this way, to be honest. Not doing a headland, I don't know. We'll see. Might leave a gap on the headland, that's the problem. I think I'm about right there. I think I've got an overlap there. I think. Right. Don't think I'm doing great doing it this way. I think I'm still gonna have to do a headland anyway. I think we're missing way too much on the corners. You know when we're doing like the U-turn, I think we're missing way too much. I tried to be a clever bugger and it didn't work. Yeah, definitely. I definitely screwed up doing it this way. We're missing loads because of the lines. Ah, never mind. Never mind. Tried to be a clever bugger and it didn't work. Oh, I don't think it's going to work anyway. Feel bad I'm not really weeding out there, was I? We are 88% done. It might still work. If not, I've got to go hunting for like 1 or 2%. That's going to be the worst thing. Right, let's do that there, and then the next row we can be in that tram line a little bit, and then yeah, that would be a lot better then. 92%. Yeah, I've missed some somewhere doing it this way. You know what? Note to self: always stick to your guns and always do it the way you were going to do it to begin with. 97, 98. I am going to be looking. Oh, whoa! It did actually work. It did actually work. Oh, that's just sped job. Let's just sped it up a little bit. Hey. Let's have a look. We have completed field 2. We have completed field 7. Field 9 now wants cultivated. I'm going to accept that because that's next to our farm. And 45, they're nowhere near. 38 is next to 36. We could do that one, I suppose. We'll head that. We're heading that way anyway. We're gonna go and do 36, and then we have to drive round anyway. We're gonna pass 38 to come all the way back home with the hoe. Like I said, we might as well do some contracts on the way back. We're now up to £7,500. That's not too bad. I'm thinking maybe we need to just spend a little bit of money on some fertilizer. I say there are a couple of fertilizing jobs to do. They're not the best jobs in the world because we have to buy fertilizer, but we're halfway to one of the jobs anyway. We already have a little bit of fertilizer left. I don't think we'll need much, and that's another £5 grand. Like I say, we're not going to make any money on, or we're not going to make as much money on wood anymore. That has been our biggest, our biggest income for about 2 years in game, to be honest. I believe that is it. Wow. It's not bad. Right, let's get this headland done. We'll do it the OG way. Yeah, I need to figure out how to get stream elements and stop thanking people following. Because Twitch does that anyway. But I need to I need to know how to do that. I don't want to get rid of the bot, like I say, although I have got a new piece of software I'm using for commands. If I can copy all those commands over, I can maybe get rid of the stream element bot altogether. If you're wondering why I use a stream element bot to begin with, guys, I use stream elements to restream to TikTok. It's easier. I can literally just restream to TikTok through one piece of software, which is OBS. Flash with the stream element add-on. Other than that, done. Dusted. No pissing around, no nothing. All done and dusted through one piece of software. The only downside is I have to run Tickfinity to run the chat. I don't have to, but the chat it gives you for on stream element isn't great. There we go. Right, let's do the rows. 27% done already of this field. This is a decent paying contract role. This is about £8,000, guys. It ain't going to take us more than 5 minutes. Oh. Yeah, it isn't going to take us more than 5 minutes. Although it might take longer if I keep missing the weeds. And I've got an awful overhang here. Yep. I've got an awful overhang. I was going to follow the tram line then, and I realised that was wrong. I'm not working, and yeah, I'm not doing the tram lines, guys. Like I said, the tram lines don't fit my equipment anyway. I've got different size equipment, so it doesn't benefit me. Saying that though, I could technically move the tram lines and have it set to I could set it technically to 12 meters, and it would technically fit some of my equipment. Trying my hardest here to see the weeds. Kind of blend in a lot on the small. Going downhill, I can see him. I have no problems going downhill, just the uphill. £8,000 this, guys, £8,000. Anything after this contract is basically just money in the bank to spend and upgrade and do bits. But we are now officially building 2 separate constructions. The castle and the windmill, and I am very, very happy with that. Nicely done. There we go. %, just over halfway done. Like I say, 15 mile an hour. 16 on the downhill. Bloody brilliant. Yeah, there it is. I'm slightly offline. Get back on track there. I think that is, yeah. Not many, like I say. A bit hard to see. I'm doing my best here to see. I maybe should start using GPS, especially in the weedy ones. Like I say, if you're doing a hoeing contract, that's not too bad. They stick above the ground, they're easy to see. The weeding contracts, though, are awful to do. If you don't get the right angle, they're just awful to do. Struggling to get that right angle, that's the problem. Whoa, we've missed a load of weeds there, guys. Missed a load there. Missed a load of weeds. Ah. I'm gonna have to just go over this a little bit just to try and get a new straight edge. Yeah, I am. I'm kind of struggling now. Kind of struggling. I think we'll be okay doing it this way. I don't know. Yeah, I'm at a loss now. I kind of messed this one up. Hey, what, the guys, we're 2.5 hours in the stream. We've got probably about half an hour left-ish. But like I say, we play till we don't really have any jobs to do or we've earned too much. And you could argue we've earned too much today, but most of our income today has been from the loan system. But I am very, very happy to be having the windmill. There we go. Actually got that done quicker than I thought. Right, that was £8,000. Wow, that was nice. That was nice. So, that's near our farm. That's kind of on the way home, if we go that way. Yeah, we've got the stone picking contract as well. I forgot about the stone picking contract. Don't know if we should do that. I kind of want to do it, because if we can fill up our... if we can fill up the device. The problem is we did stone picking in one field and it nearly filled it, and it was a very small field. Field 1 is a very big field. I don't know if we're gonna end up in over full, too many stones. And it's a long way to drive back to the farm. It's a problem. It's a nice problem to have, but it is still a problem. Right, field 38 is this one on the left. As I say, we're doing it as we go back towards the farm. It won't take long at all to do this one. It's a relatively small field. Right, get that on there. Let's get this one unfolded. I think we had that last job completed within an in-game hour. That's pretty good. %. Nice. We'll be 40% by the time we've done this headland. Yeah, making good. We're making good money. We're making good money. Like I say, we do get a couple of months soon where there will be no money at all, guys, and that concerns me a little bit. So what I'm thinking is, while we can do some contracts, we'll do the contracts, we'll get some money in the bank. We're going to deliver some wood to the... try and deliver some wood to the windmill. Because when it comes to the wood in winter, when there's no contracts to do, like January, February time, yeah, we kind of need to sell the wood. We can't sell it if the windmill needs it, but if we can stock the windmill up a little bit, I know it kind of screws us now. Remember one thing, over the winter months, we will have the wood chips to sell. That'll make a huge difference. Nice. I love the hoeing contracts. They're just so... Whoa, I wish I could afford that. The John Deere 9RX. I can't afford it. I'm not even going to go look. I know it's for John Deere. I know it's a 9RX because it actually gave me some information in the title. But yeah. Don't need it. Can't afford it. I do need it. I just can't afford it. I'll tell you what. I believe I've missed some. I've missed quite a lot. I've missed quite a lot on this field, and I don't know where. Ah. Missed an entire row. Wow. Missed an entire row, didn't even realise. Oh. Okay, I drove and... Oh, that makes no sense at all. It says I've just finished it. Owing contract is now complete. Nowhere near the farm. Nowhere near, nowhere near, nowhere near, nowhere near. Right, we now have 2. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen, guys. I knew this was going to happen. Here come the fertilizing contracts, guys. These will earn us some good money. I think we're going to cancel the stone picking. I'm going to cancel that one, guys. We're not going to do that one. I'd rather do the fertilizing. I do want a stone pick because it makes us free lime, but yeah, I need a little bit bigger capacity than 4,000 litres of stone. Now I know that would make it a little bit unrealistic, but kind of what I need. To be doing a field that's not part of the farm, the stone picking, yeah. Sorry guys, just a little bit distracted at the minute. I'm feeling a bit chilly in my room. I just wondered how long it was before heating automatically kicked in. It'll be on in about 10 minutes. So yeah, 2 fertilising and a cultivating. Cultivating a field 9 is not also a priority. I know we will have to spend a little bit of money to do the fertilising contract, but we're not going to spend 10 grand on fertiliser to do 10 grand in contract. And we've already got a little bit of fertiliser on the farm. We don't need any more fertiliser for our personal farm, so it is all to do with the contract. So if we basically drive, I don't know if it's worth just quickly driving up though and cultivating field 9. Field 9 is right next to the farm. Well, it's more or less next to the farm. It's not a big job. It's free money in the bank. I tell you what, yeah, I think we'll go do field 9 first, and then we'll go do them fertilising contracts. This New Holland, we have put 48 hours on the clock on this New Holland. That is absolutely crazy now. But yeah, we have got some wood we need to deal with as well. So I don't really know what to do with wood at the moment. I don't know what wood is needed at the windmill. That's the problem. I'm thinking maybe we need to sell. We need to start constructing some of the prefabs that you can make. Those won't be needed, and that could actually be wood we can sell every time. So it keeps a little bit of money ticking over, right, with the prefabs. I don't know if they're called prefabs, but like little prefab rooms. I'm wondering if it's worth doing that. It's a bit more awkward to sell stuff, but we can stack the prefabs until we desperately need money, and then we can just like load up a few and sell as and when we need. Or we could prefab them and just automatically sell them. I feel like that's cheating though if you're automatically selling. We'll have a bit of money coming in. We'll have a bit of money coming in next month from the eggs. We should have about 1.5 pallets next month. Got a little bit of straw we can sell if we need to. I don't think that's going to really be worth much money though. It's about 70, it's about £60 per 1,000 litre. Not really worth it. We haven't used our mower this year. I'm not really that bothered about mowing contracts at the moment. They don't pay over well. I won't sell it though because we do need to have a mower on the farm. Right, let's go and do field number 9. Cultivate. I knew I'd get airborne. Superhero cultivator. Right, we won't take a shortcut through the woods, guys. It doesn't work. We know that doesn't work. Yeah, it's not that big a field. We'll be done in about 3 minutes. We'll be done in 3 minutes. Sunset is coming though. Like I say, it is winter. We do have to do a lot of work in the dark in the winter months. %, done. Nice. Compared to the weeding, this is really slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. But it's not that big a field, so it's not the end of the world. If we can get about 30% though for a single headland, brilliant. Nice steady 10 miles per hour. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. Not as quick as I would like, but you know, we knew this. Cultivating's never quick. Well, be careful with them bits we're missing on the turns. Could have done with a little bit more on a headland, but I weren't doing a second headland for this. I don't think it'll interfere too much with the job. To be fair, if I go slower I can get it, but then if I go slower it's kind of defeating the object. I want to get them 2 fertilising jobs completed. I'm hoping that another fertilising job comes up as well. We can carry 3,200 litres of fertiliser with us, which is about 5 grand to fill up. Give or take. Almost 60% done. Yeah, I think field 30... No, it is 30. What's that last one we just weeded? Anything we've just weeded today should maybe come up as a contract for fertilising. So, if it does, we want to get it done. We've got to do it today. We've earned, like I say, we've earned massive money today, but like I say, we've had some very good paying contracts showing the faces today, and good paying contracts are good for business. It's not worse than doing like £1,000 contract and having to do like tons of them. The ploughing though, the hoeing and the cultivating though have basically saved our bacon. We have enough money in the bank right now to survive a month on the loan system, so I'm happy with that. The only thing I'm not overly happy with at the moment is maybe what we're going to do with the wood. Like we just don't have. Yeah, I don't know if we should keep the wood for this in the sawmill till the next episode, and we won't have much money for the next episode. That's the problem. But we'll have a lot of wood to trade and sell and take to the windmill and stuff. I just don't know what we're going to need. Our only problem is if we don't have money in the bank and it needs something we have to pay for, we're screwed. That's what concerns me right now. Like if we don't have enough money to buy, say, I don't know, just for example, some more cement bags, and it needs more cement bags, what the hell are we supposed to do? So yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to sell some of the wood, but I don't know. Maybe we should just see what there is and sell half. Sell half, keep half, and then at least that way we've kind of covered ourselves. I think a little bit of money, a little bit of wood to take to the windmill. At least it'll keep the windmill. It'll start the windmill going on stage 2. Yeah, building the windmill. Very happy with that. Right, that's that done. Couple of grand extra in the bank. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll go pick up the fertilizer spreader, guys, and then we'll start looking at possible fertilizing contracts. We've already got 2 to do. Hopefully there'll be a few more if we do a refresh. We've done some weeding contracts. Weeding contracts lead to fertilizing contracts. If I had my way, I would buy a very big spreader. And MP lift again, really? I'd buy a very big spreader with like a very big capacity and then just be like, right, let's go. Because there's a lot of liming contracts. I wouldn't mind doing the liming contracts. Has this got a door? It does have a door. I was going to say, my cows are going to escape and get run over by a steam train. Right. Contract £2,500. let's wipe those contracts. Let's see what we've got now. So we've got 2 more. I told you. Nope, they're ours. Duh. There should be some more baling contracts come up. Some more fertilizing contracts coming up. Right, they might not be showing because I might need to go and do one of these first. Either way, we've got some in. We've got some fertilizer in the spreader. I don't think we got a lot, but we have got some. Wow, my driving is atrocious today, guys. I've only got 1,200. I reckon we get 3. Hang on a minute. So 750, 1,500, 3. I think 3 pallets of fertilizer is just about fill this. That's going to be about 3 grand, I think. 3 grand to make 10 all day long, guys. All day long. Need to go and have a look at the castle as well, guys. Make sure we've got everything we need. Yeah, we're not very farming orientated for our personal farm. Like I say, the cows, we do need to get cows at some point. Our problem at the moment, we're just trying to we're trying to build the windmill. We're trying to build the castle. We started with the castle, then we went to the windmill. Yeah, I'm not happy that I can't sell wood at the windmill. Why is it a sell point if you can't sell there? You know what I mean? Why is it a sell point if you can't sell there? Mm-hmm. Right, in we go for 3 pallets of fertilizer. Whee! Yo, thank you for the follow. I said about 3 grand, didn't I? Oh, 4,200. Oh, it was more than I thought. That was more than... Oh, I bought... No, I did only buy 3. I did only buy 3. Yeah, it's alright. You know what? I can't do math again today, it would appear. Whee! Right, this is not all going to fit in there. Right, nobody look, guys. There we go. There we go. There we go. We'll take it with us. I'm not leaving it. I'm not leaving like 300 and odd litres at the shop. Not a chance. Oh, I never thought about that. Yes. Maybe we need to just slow down a little bit. Right, so both of these fertilizing contracts are on this road. 24 and 36. Nice. Nice. Yeah, once it's fertilized, it's going to come up as a spraying contract. I can't wait to see all the trees regrow here, guys. I really can't. I do believe there's going to be some collision issues though over there. Like I say, we did accidentally plant a lot of extra trees. We planted, I reckon we planted double the trees we took down, to be honest. I don't know how much this is going to use for each contract, to be honest. We spent half the income just buying fertilizer, so I don't want to use loads. Although to be fair, the amount that we've done in this field already, and we've only done 5%, that's not too shabby. We've got a nice wide berth on there like that. Try not to waste as much as we think. I missed a little bit there on that side, so we're just pulling a little bit closer. There we go. We're 41% done and we've used less than 300 litres at the moment. This is the only time we can do this field. It's already got stage 1 on it and we're doing stage 2. That doesn't help. I was hoping for more fertilising contracts. We're going to use it. Yeah, we're going to use more there than I thought actually, guys. I'm a bit concerned now. We should... We're gonna double the money from the fertilizer, put it that way. We're gonna get like 10 grand for doing these jobs and we're gonna spend a lot less than that, so I suppose that's one way to look at it really. Yeah, other than that, definitely not spreading it very well. %. Yep. You know what? That's not a bad thing. We're going to use about 1,000 litres in this field. There we go. I did tell you it wasn't much in there, guys. So we've got 2,800 litres. We're going to cash this job in as soon as we get out of this field. And yeah. Money in the bank. That contract basically paid for the fertilizer. So this next contract is basically profit. As long as we've got about 1,200 litres left. Because otherwise we'll have chewed into it more. You get the idea, guys. You get the idea. Fertilizing contracts double our income. Or double the job anyway. You get paid double. It does mean the contracts are not really worth it, to be honest. Like, ploughing's worth it, cultivating's worth it, hoeing's worth it, weeding's worth it. Fertilizer, not quite so much. The only reason it's kind of worth the money is because when you've got a big ass spreader like this, you don't have to piss about as much. You're not doing it like 6 meters at a time, do you know what I mean? So the fertilizing contracts kind of make it worth it because of how quickly you can complete them. Yeah, I don't think I could do another contract without going and buying more fertilizer. Well, not unless it was a very smallish field. Yeah, I don't think so anyway. We're doing a nice steady 11 miles an hour. We're trying to get as wide on the spread as humanly possible without any overhang on the edge. But then if I come too far in, that's the problem. And then start missing little bits, and that's where it comes to being a waste of fertilizer. If we waste the fertilizer, it costs us more, which means our profit margin goes down. I won't be a minute, guys. I think someone has just knocked on my door. Nope, it's alright. It's my eldest going out. He's not at college today. I'm expecting parcels. As you can imagine, Christmas period. Every family is probably due parcels this time of year. I'm not getting a very good overhang on this. I'm in Simulator 25. It is, pal. I'm in Simulator 25. Sorry guys, I'm just concentrating on the little lines, guys. I do read chat. I read everybody's comments if you put one. Sometimes it just takes me a minute or two to get to the chat. I'm trying to not have a very bad overhang at the moment and an overspray. But yeah, Farming Simulator 25, pal. Great game to play. You can lose hours playing the game. Genuinely, you can just lose hours and hours and hours. Hours of your life without even realising. Just gone. Right, so we're going to try and hit this in the middle. And that is, I think, to be honest, get away with it being a little bit narrower. Maybe a little bit now. Oh, don't have to. Fantastic. Right, so the question is now, guys, is there another one to do while we're in the area for fertilising? I don't think it's going to give us another fertilising contract. I am spamming the crap. Oh, field 18 has come up as a cultivating job. Okay. That is right next to our farm. So yeah, we can do that. 24.48. Nope, that's not worth it. Not worth it, not worth it. They're baling. Baling's not a bad job to do. It's not far from our farm as well. Like I said, I'm accepting jobs. We may not do all these jobs, but I'm accepting them because at the end of the day, we might get time to do it. I've got maybe a couple of hours in game to go. Maybe about 6 PM-ish. Depends how dark it gets and how quickly it gets dark. But sunset is upon us, that's for sure. Long way back to the farm, I'm afraid, guys. Quite a long way. Quite a long way. Yeah, I can't decide if it's worth doing the baling first or the cultivating first. I think we're best off doing the cultivating first, aren't we? While it's still a bit light. We've still got a load of wood to sell here, guys. But like I say, I think I'm gonna split it in half. But to be honest with you, actually, the planks, they're the problem. Don't know. The castle doesn't take planks, so we've always been selling planks. Do we start maybe, like I said, do we maybe start making prefabs so we can sell prefabs for extra money? I don't see the windmill wanting a prefab. It'll want beams, it'll want long planks, it'll want planks. I don't see it wanting wood chips. I don't see it wanting... we've got 30 grand though. No, we don't. We're going to have about 40 grand though in November, guys. Nope. December and January, sorry. When we sell the wood chips. The wood chips are going to be fantastic. I am very, very looking forward to selling the wood chips. But over the winter months though, guys, we will be doing a lot more forestry work. I don't know how much forestry work is needed for the windmill. Yeah, if we deliver half if it needed and then we sell half, I think that works out the best way of doing it. This is going to be another straw field, isn't it? Yeah. You don't do square hay or grass fields on this game, apparently. Yeah. Now we've got the windmill, the money we make is us basically preparing to buy new ground. We can buy new ground from like 130 grand onwards. So, yeah. I've got no problems in... saving up now. Like I say, we've got 26 grand. I'd like to try and make some extra payments on the loan if I can, but I think while we're buying businesses, I don't think we're really in a position. Like, I'd like this bit of grass here. Can you imagine the sheep we can get in here? Right, field 18 is in here. Three pallets of wood beams. 5 pallets of planks, 4 pallets of long planks. Obviously, we've now got nearly 69. We've got nearly 70,000 litres of wood chips, and that is going to be nearly £40,000. I'm wondering if it's worth using the wood chip money every year and paying extra off the loan. But then again, I also need more fields. The more fields we get, guys, the less contracts we do. But the way we started the series was to start with nothing, basically, and I think we've done really well up to now. While it's daylight, guys, actually I do want to just go and double check on something. Let me just zoom out. Castle cement bags. Right, he's got everything at the castle that is needed. Oh, we've... Hang on a minute. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I thought it was saying it was empty. I was going to say, well, it shouldn't have been. I delivered enough. Fine, it's me. What we should... I really don't know what to do with this bloody windmill. I'm at a loss on what to do with the windmill. I don't know if it's worth delivering a load of wood now and getting some in storage. Just so it's there ready. I say we can survive a month without the wood. I'm so pleased with today's stream. We've got so much done. We've accomplished so much. We've accomplished so much. I'm very, very happy with it. Kind of want to get that Marshall trailer from the shop, in the discount shop. I'm thinking we're going to have a lot of stuff to sell, and I think 9 grand on that trailer I think will be money well spent, to be honest. Do we do it? Do we do it? Do we do it? Do we do it? Do we not? Kind of feel like we should. I'm going to do another headland because I'm not quite getting the turning circle here that I really need. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do the baling contract, guys, and then we'll look at moving some wood. Trying to decide. Do you know what? I'm gonna. If it's still in the shop, I'm gonna buy it. That should have straps. I think that's worth buying. I know it takes a lot of our spare money away, but we're going to deliver the first load. Well, we've got this contract. This will pay us a little bit of money. Where am I going, Matt? Where am I going, Matt? I'm meant to be doing a headland. Where am I going? Where am I going? Being an idiot. Being an idiot. Jesus Christ. %. Yeah, this is what I want. There we go. Look at this. There you go. Actually, it's not worked out too bad because we're going to end up now finishing at the other end of the field, right where the gate is. But yeah, we'll get this cultivating done. We'll get that baling contract done because that baling won't take long at all. Especially when you're making 240 bales. And then what we'll do is we'll look at getting some of the wood loaded onto our new trailer. I am very happy with the new trailer. It will have straps, that is for sure, because you'd have to strap the bales, you see. So we can move bales with it. I think, to be honest, it's time to get rid of the I4 Williams trailer. You know the one we bought in the last episode? I think it's time to sell that. We can move the other I4 Williams up to the farm. Yeah, we've done good today. I'm very, very happy with, yeah. And I have decided we're going to go and we're going to load all the wood up onto the... oh, God, I've done it wrong again. We're going to load all the wood up onto the new trailer and we're going to take it up to the windmill. We're going to survive 1 month without... Because the thing is, when we start the next stream tomorrow, we will have exactly another load of wood to sell. Even if we have to sell that, you know what I mean? We can actually genuinely sell it, so it's fine. I think I'm going to need more cement bags for the castle. To be honest, this is actually taking a little bit longer than I was thinking. Thought we'd have been done by now. I definitely thought we'd have this field done by 5 o'clock in game. It's now 16:48. I think we worked bloody hard in this stream. Worked bloody hard. Hang on a minute. Windmill. Is the windmill going to need fabric to make the frickin' sails? Oh, I never thought. Do you know what? I don't want to Google it to know how to make it. But if we need sheep quickly and the spinnery quickly. Oh, crap. I'm starting to think so. Could be made out of wood. It could be made out of wood. A little bit worried, to be fair. A little bit worried. %. Ooh, what is that? What is that? Ah, no. Nothing we can really use at the moment, I'm afraid. $94, $95. Right, 2 more little rows and we are done. We are going to be doing some stuff in the dark again. Like I say, it's winter, guys. What am I supposed to do? It is the winter months. It is the winter months. 3.5 hours of stream time is about a good time. 97, 98, 99. Not quite. Alright, so we've got 1 more row. Yeah, a little bit gutted. A A little bit gutting. 99. There we go. Right, time to turn the lights back on. So one more job, and then we'll sell the wood. Sorry, deliver the wood. We're going to start making prefabs though, I think. I think that is a good idea. Make some prefabs. If the windmill doesn't need it, at least we can sell prefabs. That's what we were doing originally. When we were doing the castle, we were delivering beams and long planks. And we were selling the short planks. Obviously, if the windmill takes short planks, I think that's the first thing we've got to do actually, is determine if that's going to need the short planks. I do believe though, I've just realised I might have missed something today, guys. No, it's alright, it's alright. I was going to say, I might need to plough my field, not plough my field, might need to have weeded my field today, but that is not the case. We ploughed it. If you plough it, you don't need to weed it. Now, the windmill came at great expense to us, other than the loan, because we did have to sacrifice our harvester. So we do need to get money rolling in for a house. But like I say, we've got about £40,000 coming in very soon, just from the wood chips. That's going to be absolutely crazy. And the thing is, if the wood chips are, if we can get a little bit better than highest price, we didn't wait for highest price last year. This year we are, but we needed the money last year. We might need the money this year, but I think we might be able to wait. Right, so the last contract of the day, like I say, we've made really good money today. Really, really good money. Tell you what, overall, nice. One headland nearly done already. 2 headlands and then it's just the rows. That's why I took this contract. Easy peasy, super quick. If we can do a headland, if we can drive to the field and do a headland in less than 2 IRL minutes, great. And that's pretty much what it was. That is going to be the second one of those done. I'll be glad to get loaded, to be fair. I'm busting for a pee. But I don't see the point in going right now when I'm not far from ending. There we go. Right, let's lift the baler up so we can drive a bit faster. Let's lower the baler and there. %51 done already, nice. Yeah, the rows are a bit low on percentage. I wish the steam train would work. It's gutting that the steam train doesn't work. God, that sound effect on that song is bloody horrible. That is really freaking horrible. Ugh. I can't wait for this song to be finished. That reminds me, actually, I need to get my royalty-free music onto a private playlist on Spotify, and then I can just skip it via the press of a button. Can't skip it via VLC. All I use at the moment is just VLC, it just plays a folder. God, that is really awful, that sound effect. Like one of my autistic kids doing it just to annoy me. Tell you what, guys, it got freaking dark, didn't it? Jesus Christ! Bloody hell! Even me and Bean was struggling. Right, one row left to go then. We'll finish the row completely because it'll give us a free bail. 97, 98, 99. Wow. Hang on a minute. Jesus Christ, that only just gave us that. Right, that was the final contract today then, and that is 3,700 and 4,000. That pretty much pays for the trailer we bought at 9 grand. I know it's not quite 9 grand, but it's not far away, do you know what I mean? So we are, yeah, we're about 2 grand less in the bank than we were. But like I say, we've got a lot better trailer now to possibly go and sell with. Also, we've managed to keep an extra bale. An extra bale sticking out the baler now. That is, I thought that would have disappeared. But look at that, guys. We have got, oh, it's almost another full bale as well. That is crazy. Yeah, we're not doing too bad then. We've managed to acquire 2 extra bales from that contract. On top of a little bit of extra money. I think there might be a way to unload bales early. There we go. Right, let's try and get this done. Yeah, next month we will have eggs to sell. That'll be very handy indeed, because we do need the eggs to be sold. A little bit of money. Keep an eye on the chicken feed as well. If we have to, guys, we'll get rid of the chickens and we'll basically just start again. Get a smaller pen if we have to. We don't need like millions and millions of chickens. At the moment though, it's fine because like I say, we're making money from the eggs. But if we don't need this much, I'll tell you something else we have as well. We haven't bothered to get a greenhouse. We could have been making loads of side hustle income. Gotta go very slowly so we don't tip. It will work though. I've done 2 before. There we go. Right, let's go get our new trailer, guys. Let's go get our brand new trailer for selling the wood. Hopefully, though, we can actually make some money. I don't think it's going to want everything. Knowing my luck, though, it will. Right, it's now 6 PM in game, guys. It's normally kind of when I end, but because I'm trying to deal with this, get rid of this stuff at the sawmill, I might load the stuff on at the sawmill with super strength, though, guys, just to get it done a little bit quicker. I don't like to be longer than 3.5 hours, just because I like to chill out this afternoon. I've got to go visit my dad this evening, you see, so I need to chill out before seeing him because he'll stress me out. Oh, yeah, I've got to go see him. Take his Christmas presents up and that early, because I don't know if we'll get up before, you see, because we'll go up when the Dragon Lady's not working and stuff. Probably will get up before Christmas as well, but I haven't been able to see him in the last few weeks, because as much as tonsillitis isn't contagious, I still didn't want to go, do you know what I mean? I didn't want to risk it, just in case it was anything other than tonsillitis. That is a big ass trailer for selling wood, guys. I don't know if this is going to be able to do a U-turn in the sawmill. We might have to find a new place to stock up. Yeah, okay. I maybe shouldn't have bought this. This is a bit big. This is a bit big. It's a bit big. It's a bit big. Oh, I've just realised the fuel level's half a tank. I'm going to have to get some fuel as well today. I'll get that on the way back after we've been to the sell point, though. Or at least to the windmill. Sorry, not the sell point, the windmill. But yeah, we started this episode in the dark, guys. We're going to finish this episode in the dark. And there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. It is the winter months. It's got a lovely moon in the sky. Yeah, there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. Winter sucks, guys. Dark mornings, dark evenings. But that's why we try to do as much field work as we could during the day. Because this kind of stuff can just be loaded during, you know, it can be loaded on a night. I get this into here, I think. Yeah, we are just going to super strength it this time. Like I say, it's a bit long in the episode. What have we got in here? Whoa, it took all that! Wow, I did that! Wow! I expected to have some left. Wow, I didn't expect that to be quite so... Wow. Wow, yeah. I expected to have some of that left. Right, so we've got no wood, so yeah, over winter, guys, we are going to be deforestation again, deforestry of the windmill land. Well, I don't know what. We're going to be doing the woodwork. There you go, look, I am going to try and use big words I'm going to get wrong. There you go, look. But yeah, I don't know if all this is going to go that way. There's another big pallet for the beams. Well, that's handy, so we've got 3 of those. Don't know how many of those we've got yet to come. See what I will do. I'll just pull forward a bit. We've got at least... Well, yeah, I'm gonna say we've got at least another one of those there. So we've got 3 of them, 3 beams, 3 long planks, 3 beams. A little bit extra on the wood chips, and now we're going to be dealing with... Whoa, we got a 4th one of these. Oh, I did not expect that. A 4th one of those for the long planks. Whatever's not accepted at the windmill, we will get rid of somewhere else. Like I say, I don't like to use super strength, guys. I'm just over what I a lot for streaming time, but I do just want to kind of get this done a little bit quicker. Plus, Flo's not here to shout at me, to be honest, so that's his own fault. Yeah, we're not far off another long plank already. That's the worst thing. I'll put that on there. Can I do this just to make it a bit easier? There we go. No, it's not necessarily easier, but yeah, will do. Right, there we go then, guys. We've got 4,000 litres of long planks, 3,000 litres of wooden beams, 5,000 litres of normal planks, and we had 5 to 6 pallets of wood chips. So yeah, we got a lot here, guys. We got a lot. We got a lot. We got a lot. What? How did you fall off when you strapped on? You were literally strapped on. How did you fall off? Oh, I don't know. Right, let's go see what the windmill's going to take from us. I've got a feeling it's going to take all of it. This is about 25 grand in income. This would have been 25 grand in income. I tell you what though, wow, it's very, very unsteady. Maybe we should slow down a little bit. I don't want to, that's the problem. Like I say, I'm busting for a pee, but I weren't going to go for a pee with like 5 minutes to go, do you know what I mean? Right, let's get this delivered. How much do you reckon we're going to get? No, we're not going to get anything, are we? We're not going to get anything. This is all for building supplies. Wow, we really need to go careful with this trailer. This trailer is very, very, very top heavy. Oh, it doesn't take the planks. It doesn't take the planks, so we can still sell the planks. Nice. Why does it say building storage empty? I thought we could sell the planks here. Warehouse sells, warehouse buys, nautical gifts. Wow. Okay. The best place is there. I'm not going there. Board games, right? So we're going there. We're going to the third best place. So we are actually going to make a little bit of money, guys. We are going to make a little bit of extra. We are going to make a little bit of money. It's not going to be a lot. About 6 grand, maybe. We're going to make 6 grand. Although no, 6,000 leads. We're going to make about 6.5, 7, about 7 and about a 7.5 grand, maybe. So yeah, it doesn't take planks. We're fine, guys. We're fine. As long as we can sell planks, we're still making a little bit of money. That is the main thing. I am still very tempted, though, about making prefabs. Yeah, I will just go and sell these. I weren't sure what we could and we couldn't take. And that's why we had to take them to check. But yeah, nowhere at the moment seems to want just normal planks. But that, like I say, that's perfectly fine for me. We can sell planks. It makes a little bit of money. It doesn't make loads, but it does make a little bit. We'll end the end of the stream by another 5 minutes though, innit? But yeah, it's fine. It's fine because it's all to do with making money. This is because I was half an hour late this morning starting stream. Because I was at half an hour late. I'm half an hour later finishing in the evening. We've obviously run over a little bit on the stream schedule as well. It's not that I've got a stream schedule. It's just I need to go get something to eat. I need to use the bathroom, you know. 3.5 hours I think is a good time. Plus then if me and the Dragon Lady stream on an evening, I don't want to stream for like 6 hours during the day and then stream again on an evening. I do get a little bit of a headache streaming. 3 to 3.5 hours is kind of like a good time. £7,505 plus £622 environmental score. So £8,127 is what went into the bank. That, to be honest with you, is really good. Like I say, it's a lot of wood. We could have probably got most of that into the small life one. I don't know if this trailer's worth it. Gotta be honest. Now we know we're selling planks separately again. I don't really know if this trailer's worth it, and I'm very tempted about selling it already. I know we'll lose a little bit of money on it, but I'm very tempted about selling it. We can put beams and long planks into the I4 Williams, and then we just do a separate run when we go to a separate location anyway. It's not, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. The thing it'll be worth it is we'll be able to use this for bales. But I don't know if there's going to be another trailer out there that might be more suited. We don't get a lot of bales. I'm very tempted about selling it. I am actually. I am. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it. Yeah, wow. £33,000 in the bank today, guys. We'll sell quite a bit tomorrow on the beginning of the next one. We'll have all the usual gizmos to do. No, I don't want that. Reset that back to the shop. I am just going to double check up here. Yeah, that won't be ready till tomorrow. Castle is going to be ready, well, again, tomorrow. And we're just going to go to the sell point. I'll just use a little bit of super strength just to bring that trailer down, because I need the, I want the New Holland down there ready for the next episode anyway. So we're just going to do this. Yeah, I think if it was a little bit shorter in length, 25%, it was very wobbly as it was. Yeah, I weren't over impressed with it, to be honest. I weren't over impressed. So we'll repaint it and then we'll sell it. Yeah, we lost a couple of grand, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this live stream. I do appreciate it if you're watching on YouTube. I do appreciate it if you are watching the VOD on YouTube. I will be back tomorrow with the next one, and hopefully we will see the start of the windmill. So until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later on.